This is the Ontario Police Department flying directly over my head, targeting. But you also know that because they're flying over my head every day, they're stalking every day. You also know that it's targeting because of the impossible light activity that it's happening in, which is impossible light activity. It's also impossible that the sun sits over me like it is at every venue where I'm at for the duration of the day, like it did at Starbucks, like it did where Corey Watson of the Ontario Police Department, that's gang stalking in helicopters right now, badge number 80548. He is going to federal prison for gang stalking as a part of a targeting police department that's entirely illegitimate and is not engaged in law enforcement. They're engaged in criminal surveillance, and Corey Watson, pursuant to criminal surveillance, engaged in kidnapping on June 16, 2022, and he engaged in documented gang stalking in my face, an unlawful threat while bearing weapons and bearing a badge of a corrupt police department with a pattern of kidnapping and terrorism and harassment. Did so today at the Starbucks at 507 North Euclid Avenue under the fake sun and amongst impossible light that I also documented inside of that cafe. The Ontario Police Department is gang stalking with the people of the state. And specifically, as I'm documenting, because this is federal prison, he is a resident of Woodside Senior Apartments, license 9NJB782, was gang stalking as I narrated it on podcast. And then the Ontario Fire Department, American Medical Response, are engaged in criminal summoning at Woodside Senior Apartments right now. They're stalking in the path with light activity while the Ontario Police Department is flying in circles. This is federal prison, 9NJB782. And he's also gang stalking by residents at Woodside Senior Apartments. And so is this. This is an African-American female, license 5MVM616. Gang stalking with the Ontario Police Department. I just documented it in images. The Ontario International Airport hovers right here. It's in pictures. And that's light activity while she's pacing in engineer light. You see how the shadows vary. I've got 3 right here in front of me, and this is a 4th one, and that's a 5th one, and that's stalking by the Ontario Police, demon possession in a demonic environment, following me every day and every night in helicopter. And then the gang stalking police officers are stalking me in the Starbucks during the day where the fake sun sits over the Starbucks all day long. This is the evidence disbanding the Ontario Police Department. Michael Gherkin, the Ontario Fire Department, is gang stalking right now at the Woodside Senior Apartments in relevant position, gang stalking using fire trucks. And American Medical Response is gang stalking right now in relevant position, gang stalking with ambulances at Woodside Senior Apartments where the fake sun rises and sets. And I'm documenting right here on this street in the morning where the fake sun is at 6:17 in the morning. This is where the Ontario Police are flying over my head and flying in circles exhibiting mental illness in doing so. This is demonic pacing. It's not law enforcement either. It's stalking, and they engage in flying in circles around me while they engage in their ritualistic conduct of pacing around me, which is what the demon possessed are doing under the fake sun. All they're doing is pacing. All right, it is current. Let me show you all these shadows on this car. The Ontario Police are demon possessed, and they're stalking, and they're obviously stalking. And there's a heavy body of evidence showing that they're stalking and that they're also demon possessed, because this is what you're witnessing. And it is in concert with the people that say, this one in particular, this African-American woman, and that's basis of federal prison. And this is impossible light while they drive by, impossible light activity. It moves across the walls, it moves across the grass over here. Their headlights are not gonna reach back here over around me. They're targeting, just like they are when I'm in Starbucks and you see the tornadoes of light. That's what they're doing out here on G Street, stalking me with the city of Ontario. This is P.O.C. And they're doing it all night. They're doing it all night, stalking. A whole population stalking one person. This is, again, the stupidity. I'm showing public corruption, but I'm showing stupidity. The Ontario Police Department is being disbanded. They are corrupt. They're sexually perverted. They're mentally deranged, and they are very, very stupid. Okay, this is a complete case against the Ontario Police Department, which is a complete case against the state of California. It's the state of California's pattern of conduct, and the Ontario Police is being disbanded. And this is also serving to put Corey Watson in federal prison, because this is what he was doing this morning. He was gang stalking with the people of the state in my face. No gang stalking police officer, first of all, has any constitutional authority. And what you will never do is boldly do it in the face of an American citizen. And that's exactly what Corey Watson did, with a smile on his face, with his communication device in operation in his hand, under the fake sun and engineered light. And that fake sun sat there for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 8 hours later. Is when I leave at around 12, 7 hours later, and that fake sun remained at that Starbucks. And the people of the state gang stalking in the same manner that Corey Watson, the Ontario Police Department, are gang stalking now. This is crossing path repeatedly, and it's putting every kidnapper in federal prison, including Nathan Morgan, B. Hook, L. Martinez, and C. Torres. They're all going to federal prison for gang stalking. Being demons and obsessively stalking me and being obsessed with my vagina. an illegitimate government interest, where the people of the state are stalking me in bathrooms on behalf of this gang-stalking police department, using police resources to stalk a woman day and night. That's thousands of dollars to use a helicopter to stalk Erica Lorraine Spencer. That's why they're being disbanded. This is why Tracy Banks is going to federal prison. This is why Jason Isaac Fields belongs in federal prison. Engaging in what is through gang stalking, through criminal defamation with the state that is targeting me, acquiring through fraud what is a secret conservatorship over me, and through fraud and criminal defamation while gang stalking me with the state, acquiring a fraudulent marriage to me. That's the entity that's gang stalking and seeking to profit from my death, profit from my being kidnapped, stalking me in the middle of the night with helicopters, fire trucks, and ambulances, and through the people of the state, the demons who are the people of the state. It's a complete case. And everybody engaged in those roles, they're going to federal prison, including the gang stalkers of the Ontario Police Department. And they're not just going to prison, the Ontario Police is being shut down. They're being disbanded for this criminal conduct that they incentivize. They're being disbanded because of the criminal activity that they're responsible for, that the people of the state are engaging in. This is why they're being disbanded. They are a threat to the security, to the safety of American citizens while they're sharing in this criminal system. Literally, the pattern of conduct by the people of the state is why the Ontario Police Department is being disbanded. This is P.O.C. Corey Watson's badge number is 80548. I documented both of those license plates. Both of those officers are subject to federal prison, and they're sharing in criminal conduct with the people of the state, the civilian population that are engaging in a statewide P.O.C. It is currently 10:30 p.m. and the Ontario Fire Department and American Medical Response are gang stalking at Woodside Senior Apartments right now, pursuant to criminal summoning, the basis upon which the Ontario Police Department committed kidnapping on May 29, 2025. This is P.O.C.